Yeah.
Well, other Achilles heels is going to be your boys.
Yeah. Oh, man. Now, this game was difficult for me to watch because, as you know, the 49ers have been my team since I was 10 years old.
Yeah,
and I'm also a Rams fan because my father was a Rams fan.
You're still 10.
What's with the vitriol and the venom? I come here in peace and kindness, and this is what I get from you?
There's never been peace and kindness from you.
I've not said one nice thing about you today.
No.
Forget the karate chop earlier.
See, there you go, guys.
That doesn't count. No. Anyway, exactly. So you have the Rams 49ers. The Rams are already in the playoffs. They were fighting for the chance to win the division, depending upon what happened with the Seahawks and the Cardinals. And the 49ers needed to win to get in L.A. And the 49ers, again, in overtime, win this game 27-24. Let's see. I know Jimmy G has some stats here. I don't have them anymore. I think you have them pulled up.
Yeah, I can pull them up for a second. Go ahead.
Actually, no, I got it. So Jimmy G, 316 passing yards, a touchdown and a pick. Matt Stafford, 238 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, including the crucial interception in overtime that sealed the victory for the 49ers. So, Jay, see this game. Which was it? Which one do you think it was maybe more of? Did the 49ers win this game? Or did Matthew Stafford lose this game?
Stat Padford, Matt Badford,
Matt Stafford, yeah.
I'll say this. I do think that the Niners won this game. I'm not even going to put it on Stafford's back. I'm not. They ran the ball for 64 yards on 2.4 yards per carry. That's awful. Against a 49ers defense that has been up and down because of, injury. Everybody's been dealing with it. It's a game of attrition. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say that this was the Niners win. It was a good win, too. Jimmy Garappalo showed up. He showed up with that webbing injury that he had. He said it feels like just stinking pain to the webbing of his hand, of his throwing hand, and that's just disgusting, and I don't even want to even imagine myself ever having to deal with that type of pain. So he did good. He had a good game. He threw for 316 yards. I mean, he threw for 2 picks, which probably one of them was with his eyes closed, and, we won't go that far. But Shanahan's offense did what they do best. Deebo Samuel's 45 yards rushing, 5.5 yards per carry. Elijah Mitchell had 85 yards at 4 yards a carry. They were able to do everything they were supposed to against this team, while Deebo also had 95 yards receiving on 4 catches. Mm-hmm. It was the 49ers who went out there and beat them up. Now, this is an indictment on that Rams defense. They should have been better. I mean, they got 2 picks. How you not turn that into a touchdown? Deebo Samuel's threw a touchdown as well. He did everything. Deebo out there being OBJ. You guys got OBJ.
Right.
Why, Deebo probably kicked the field goal too, knowing him.
He lined up for it. Then they went for it so he didn't have to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. You guys got OBJ and you couldn't capitalize. Cooper Kupp continues his historical season, and for some reason Stafford couldn't capitalize. So to me, Niners won.
Oh, I really want to blame Matthew Stafford for this. I want to blame. See, I think I figured out what his problem is he's always trying to prove something to people, because that interception that he threw to end the game, it was on 1st and 10. They were moving the ball. They had just gotten the first down. There was no reason to take the deep shot. You keep going little by little. And then if you put yourself in a position to score the touchdown, cool. If not, get the field goal. But there was absolutely no reason to underthrow that pass, let alone throw it. They got it picked off to a rookie, Ambry Thomas. He don't even know. He didn't even know where he's supposed to be. Right?
He figured it out.
Right. Stafford figured it out for him. But as much as I want to blame him, I agree with you. The 49ers did win this game. I mean, they took this game from them. They were down 17-0. Yeah. Had every reason, in a sense, to mail it in, to blame it on Jimmy G, move on to Trey Lance, whatever it was. But they would not be denied. Came back 17 straight, 17-17. Then Rams get a touchdown. Jimmy G looks crappy on the second to last possession. I'm like, okay, that's why we got Trey Lance. Then comes back and runs one of the most beautiful 2-minute drills you've ever seen. Maybe outside of Brady.
That Tom Brady 2-minute drill.
Exactly. Who we studied under. Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Very few quarterbacks can operate a 2-minute drill like that.
Boom.
And then they win it. They do just enough to win it in overtime. So I think that they are the more physical team. Maybe that's what the secret sauce is as to why McVay can't beat Shanahan, is because McVay's teams are actually more finesse. And you always come back to this principle that power always or generally beats finesse.
Yeah.
So this 49ers team, they're just a tougher team than this Rams team.
Especially as you get deeper into the season, it feels like a lot of teams do transition into the run game, the power offense, the power run, beat you up at the line of scrimmage. And I don't understand. I mean, did did Aaron Donald play?
No, teams have figured out how to neutralize him, and you just go away from Jalen Ramsey. That's what you do.
And the crazy part is he had 4 solo tackles and a tackle for a loss with 3 assists, so he had 7 total on the tackle side. And he had 1 QB hit, but it, like you said, they keep going away from him and making him work harder. And I'm trying to figure out how Von Miller got a sack, but it didn't help.
I remember that sack because that was on the second to last possession in the regulation time that San Francisco had that ended that drive. I was like, oh crap.
Yep.
We're out of the playoffs.
It's done.
Thank you, Jimmy G. You didn't feel the pressure yet again.
Which I'll give to the 49ers. I actually had y'all not making the playoffs, and now I look like a ding-dong. For real, when my boys hit me up, and I said that I didn't think Niners were, he's like, dog, Niners are a playoff team. I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
Well, I mean, what
happened? They did it.
I mean, they were so up and down. I know the second half of the season was much better, but they were so up and down. And just seeing, like, when Jimmy G has low lights, they're really low. It makes you just go back to that interception that he threw against the Chiefs with his eyes closed. And I joked about that throughout the season, as you know. But he gives you reasons, and they give you reasons not to believe in them. But again, a tough physical team like this that just would not give up and came into this game believing, even down 17, that they could beat this team, you can never count them out.